Alright, so here we're at a WeDo. Make sure for this WeDo you are trying it first, and then you're checking this video as reference. Don't just straight up copy the video. You guys will not be understanding what I'm doing, because when it goes to the UDo, there won't be a video. So here we have a set of linear equations. We have 2x plus 3y is equal to 15 and 2x plus y is equal to 9. So this is a system of linear equations. I have two equations, and we're going to use the method that we just learned called substitution. Step one, I'm trying to recall back. Step one, without even looking back, I'm trying to think. I think step one was, go ahead and pause it and then write down your step one and see if it's the same as what I'm about to write down. So step one is to solve for either x or y, only one equation. Alright, so I'm looking over here. I have two equations to choose one. I had to pick one of the variables to solve for. This second one, I'm going to label them just for reference. Equation number 2 looks easier because there's nothing in front of the y. That means it's going to be really, really easy. It's not really, really easy, but it's easier for me to solve for y. So I'm going to use equation number 2. I have 2x plus y is equal to 9. So remember, when choosing which equation and choosing which variable to solve for, you guys have choices. You might choose a different choice than I did, but if you did your math right, you should get the same answer. There's multiple options for this. You have to choose your own route. I'm just showing you guys one of the 4 routes. So I chose the second equation. I'm going to choose the variable y because I think y is going to be the easiest to get by itself. So I'm going to go ahead and box in y just to make sure that I'm solving for this y. So if I'm solving for this y, I need to get rid of this 2x using the inverse operation, minus 2x minus 2x. So I have y is equal to, this does not combine because they're not like terms, so I have negative 2x plus 9. Alright, there's step 1, solve for either x or y. Alright, now let's think about step 2. Before you watch what goes on next, go ahead and pause it and see if you can write down step 2. If you guys need to refer back to your notes, refer back to your notes. See what did we write for step 2. Okay, so step 2 will be for us to write an equation. Write an equation with only one variable and solve it. Alright, so this might get a little bit messy, but I think we should be good to go because we're scholars. So here I have my equation y is equal to negative 2x plus 9. You see how y is equal to this? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to box this in green actually. I'm going to box this in green. Because they're equal, these are both 2 green boxes. This green box is equal to this green box. That means that wherever I see this green box, this y, I can replace the y with this other green box because they're equal. That's what the equal sign means. So over here, I'm going to plug it back into the other equation. So I use equation 2 first because I solve for y. So when I do step 2, I need to use the other equation. So for the other equation, I have 2x plus 3y is equal to 15. Ooh, I see a y. That means that I'm going to go ahead and box it. That means that I can replace this box with this other box because these 2 boxes are the same. This green box is the same as this box. So I can replace this y with negative 2x plus 9. So I will have 2x plus 3. Replacing the y means I have negative 2x plus 9 is equal to 15. Oh, I hope you're ready for lots of math. That means now we're going to go ahead and solve for x. So now we have an equation, 2x plus 3 parentheses negative 2x plus 9 is equal to 15. This is one equation with only one variable. It's only x's. I don't see any y's in this equation of ours. So when I have this equation with only one variable, I can go ahead and solve for that variable, x. So this is going to be quite a heavy math solving problem. So I'm going to go ahead, I see a 3 and I see a parentheses. I'm going to go ahead and distribute this 3 in. So I will have 2x on the outside plus or minus 3 times negative 2 gives me negative 6x. 3 times positive 9 gives me plus 18 is equal to 15. Ooh, the distributive property. Haven't done that one in a while. All right, now we're going to continue to solve for x by combining like terms. 2 minus 6, this gives me negative 4x. And I have plus 18 is equal to 15. All right, almost there. Keep solving. I need to get x by itself. That means I need to get rid of this 18. The minus 18, minus 18. Whoops, quick error. This is not 18, this is 27. So I have plus 27. Let's write this over here. So I have 15 plus 27. So I have plus 27, and that's going to give me, this cancels out. This is going to be minus 27. Ooh, that got messy. Sorry. So just to show you guys one more time. 3 times 9 gave me positive 27. That's where I messed up. That means I need to subtract 27, minus 27, minus 27. On the left side, I have negative 4x is equal to, this gives me negative 12. And here I will have x is equal to 3. Dividing both sides by negative 4, x will be equal to 3. Ooh, this is close. I have one variable. That was quite a process. So now before we move on to step 3, go ahead and try to see if you could write down step 3. What do I do next? Once I have one variable, what can I do next? Go ahead and pause the video and write down your step 3, please. All right, step 3 will be to solve for the other variable. Solve for the other variable by substituting into one of the equations. And just to recall from my last step, I did get x is equal to 3. Now when you guys choose which equation to plug x equals 3 in, it doesn't matter which one you plug into. You can plug into the top one or the second one. Either one will give you the same answer. So here, when plugging it into, again, I like plugging it into the second one because the second one, it looks cleaner. So the second one is 2x plus y is equal to 9. So instead of an x, I'm going to substitute in my x. I found out what x is. X is 3. So I have 2 parentheses 3 plus y is equal to 9. When to solve for 9, multiplying this out, that gives me 6 plus y is equal to 9. Finishing this off, minus 6, y is equal to 3. So my final answer should be 3, 3. This is my x, this is my y. This should be my solution, but as step 4 comes up, you know that we need to, that is correct, we need to check it. So here I have 2 equations. I have equation 1, equation 2. Equation 1 is 2x plus 3y is equal to 15, and equation 2 I have 2x plus y is equal to 9. So here was my answer. X and y were both 3, so I can plug 3 into the x and 3 into the y. So I will have 2 parentheses 3 plus 3 parentheses 3 is equal to 15. 2 times 3 gives me 6 plus 9 is equal to 15. 15 is equal to 15. This is true. So it works for the first equation. Go ahead and check the second equation on your own using this point before you continue on any further. So plugging in 3 and 3 into the x and the y, I have 2 parentheses 3 plus 3 is equal to 9. This gives me 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. 9 is equal to 9. Hey, this is true. That means that my solution is correct. 3, 3 is where these two lines cross each other. So that means step 5 is the acronym AICS. Answer in complete sentence. So I'm going to write the lines 2x plus 3y is equal to 15 and 2x plus y is equal to 9 intersect at 3, 3. That is the answer in complete sentence. That means these two lines intersect at 3, 3 using what's called the substitution method. Alright, go ahead and try the you do. The answer will be posted on the next slide.